breakfast. Everything you need to start your day.
BBC Radio Cambridgeshire.
8:25 and it's Monday morning, October the 24th. If you've already been out and about this morning, you might have seen the lights glittering on houses in your neighbourhood. Diwali is being celebrated by Hindus, Sikhs and Jains across the world. Known as the Festival of Lights, it's a festival of new beginnings and the triumph of good over evil. Arijit Das is from the Indian Cultural Society in Cambridge. Good morning, Arijit.
Good morning, Dottie. Thanks for having me here.
You are so welcome. Does it just fill your heart when you see the lights in the houses turning on for Diwali?
Oh, absolutely. Fantastic sights, yeah. All across Cambridge, people are actually waiting for this to happen. For over 2 years have been quite hard for people in our community. So, yeah, looking forward to this.
And I believe that today is the big day for Diwali, but people will have been celebrating over the weekend, right?
Yes, so Diwali is basically quite a stretched celebration. So we have this 4 or 5 days of celebration, but the peak is today, as you say. And people, the main things, the lighting of the diyas and everything that's around it, exchanging of sweets between the communities and even also neighbors is what's happening today. So yeah, today's the big day.
And do you have lots of memories of celebrating Diwali as a child?
Oh, of course, yes. So I was brought up in India. So we have this day, we have firecrackers, we have fantastic food, sweets, and we have this kind of, the lights are dazzling in India right now. If you look at them at night, oh my God, it's a sight to behold.
Is it something that you try and carry on, try and replicate now when you're celebrating with your own family as an adult, or do you do things a little bit differently?
Yeah, so we try to replicate as much as possible, given there are certain things that we can't do. Really, the firecrackers and stuff that we are really doing. That really is not the part of celebration here. But we do have the main core of the tradition still burning bright and this is done because of our little ones who we want to give them the feel of the roots where they come from. And our society in Cambridge particularly tries to sort of weave around them of cultural fabric, which sort of gives them the flavor that they probably miss not growing up in India. And we have fantastic communities that are also sharing this time for new beginnings, new things, and lights and food. Yeah, so we try to replicate as much as possible. Yeah.
So you've mentioned the firecrackers, which you're not letting loose here, there and everywhere at the moment.
No, absolutely not.
And you've mentioned the Diwali sweets. What are the other cornerstones of a Diwali celebration?
So the Diwali is basically a time for new beginning, and also it's part of where we, as the folklore goes, the Ram was the sort of exiled for 14 years, came back to his kingdom after defeating the evil. So basically all the people in the kingdom at the time lit up diyas to welcome the king back to their kingdom. And that's the ritual start for this whole process. So we light up diyas, that's the cornerstone. Also, this is a time for remembering our sort of past generations. So we light up diyas as well to welcome them to our houses in a good way. It's sort of like Halloween, but not really. It's remembering our forefathers and also starting afresh with a fresh hope. So these are the very, very important cornerstones. And food is, of course, an integral part of any Indian sort of celebration. So we do that as well.
And what's the dish that you're diving into first, Arijit? What's like your favourite in the Diwali meal?
Well, we have the Diwali meal, but for me personally, it's a sweet that I look forward to. Where there's so different kinds of sweets that goes around. People in their homes make their sweets. There are shops selling specialty sweets, which you only get at this point of time. So for me, it's most like the sweets. And we Indians have generally a very sweet tooth. So I'm looking forward to that.
Make sure you brush your teeth afterwards, Arijit. Be a good boy.
Oh, yes.
Great to talk to you and happy Diwali. I hope you have a wonderful few days. Thank you very much for coming on the show this morning. Arijit Das there, who is from the Indian Cultural Society in Cambridge.